Carcinogens in everyday products. Hi, my name is Lucas Lima, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. Cancer-causing agents that are in, whether you are aware or not, in everyday products. Basically, these are chemicals that down the line cause cancer. Let's talk a little bit about myself. My three main values are health, family, and compassion. These values are what drew me to actually talk about or try and make a difference in this kind of area. Health is quite clear. Cancer is one of the most painful diseases out there, and regardless of whether you catch cancer or not from these kind of products, they're not doing your body any good. So it's not the healthy option to be using anything that has carcinogens in them. Family. No one would like to see a family member suffering with cancer. And this is a hardship to handle because it deals both physically and emotionally for the entire family. So I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. Compassion. If you've ever been into a hospital and you see some people going through some hard times, you start to reevaluate your problems and notice that they're not really that harsh. For example, if you're at sick children's and you see the little kids with cancers having to be bald because of chemotherapy, especially the little girls, it's quite touching, and it's not something that you want to be having to go through very often. So what can we do to change change the amount of these products in the marketplace? Well, first off, I want to raise awareness. Now, when I say awareness, I don't really mean just tell someone, oh, hey, there's cancer-causing products out there, because I believe most people already know that. However, they still drink water from plastic bottles instead of just filling up their own containers. Well, here's the thing. What I want to do is shock them. I want to present an image that'll make them talk about it for days, weeks, even months. Basically, I want to give them nightmares with this image. So what I want to do is get a large group of people to go to a sporting event. We're going to all sit together in the same little section, make a little square, and then pull out some signs, and these ones together will converge to make an image. This has been done before. I'll give you an example. As you can see here, the fans of a football team put up a sign saying "We suck," and basically it was a protest because their football team was losing very often. I believe our message is much more important than winning or losing a sports game. So I would like to have an image of either cancer in the stomach, cancer on the throat, maybe some skin cancer, something really shocking, something even disgusting really to look at, but would make people think twice about it. Then once that image is up for a while, we just turn over the cards, and we can put either our email for our little organization or catchy phrase, sort of like Coca-Cola giving cancer since 1960, something to that extent. On a personal note, something that you can do is boycott products that have carcinogens in them. That's one way that eventually, if enough people do it, will change the company's economic state. Next, the reason. Why did I choose the stadium? Well, if done in the right form with the correct image, pictures speak louder than words, so it's better than having like a little sign there saying don't use carcinogen products, and that would make people talk. And like I say, it has to be something that'll mark you. If it's on a sports stadium, you're going to already have an audience of thousands of people that are there watching. By not supporting these products, companies may eventually, like I said, feel the economic toll, and as long as they see their stocks falling, even if it's something small like 5 to 10%, it's enough to get to catch their attention and make them make changes. Method and plan. How can we pull this off? Are there many variables? Is it difficult? I don't believe so. I believe for the magnitude of what it does, it's not that hard to do. We'll begin with creating an internet blog to broadcast information that we have. So let's say, we're going to meet together on this date. It'll be sent out on this blog. We can also use like a Facebook community page to send out information and also to advertise to get new members. It's actually the second step is to advertise to get new members. We can do this by handing out flyers with a verbal invitation. The reason I stress verbal invitation is that I don't want to just give them a flyer, because most of the time people don't even read that, they just throw them out. So this way we'll only give a flyer if someone agrees to participate in the event. Basically it's a fun event. They have to go over to a sports stadium, and from there we'll watch a game and make a difference. Next step will be to get the signs made according to the number of people that confirm. So the larger the number, the larger the image will be, and so that will be what we have to work with. Next would be to purchase the ticket to the events, making sure that all the seats are side by side, or else it won't be as effective. And finally, an important step though is to take responsibility promptly after the display, just because we don't want anyone else taking the credit for it, because that way we might be able to get some interviews or something else to clarify later on. How do we measure success? To begin, I believe, is the amount of exposure that we get. So if this shows up on sports highlights, that would be ideal, just because they show up various times during the day, and people who are watching them are giving their full attention. It's not like a regular commercial where people may turn away or not be paying attention. So I believe that's one of the greatest things that could happen from there. How many days the story survives. So how often is the media showing this? And basically, if that's the case, then the more days, the more success we've had. How many different languages cover the story? The more languages, the larger the market, the more people that will understand the message as well. So that's really important. And last, and most importantly, if any of the target companies make any changes to their products, that makes the whole thing 100% useful, because that was the point of the exercise in the beginning, to get them to stop or change, or whatever we can get, that will be ideal, and that will be very encouraging. Alright, so again, my name is Lucas Lima, and we have just talked about carcinogen products in our everyday lives. Thank you. Have a great day.